Hey everybody, BK coming back at you once again with a pickups video. I have a lot of stuff. It's actually been a little bit since I've recorded, so I have a ton of stuff here. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can. I have some really good stuff. I'm really excited. I've got eBay pickups, I've got retro store pickups, I've got pawn shop pickups, I have trades, I have just all kinds of stuff. So it's been busy, so I'm going to try to get all this crammed into one video. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'll get started first with some trades. First, I had some awesome trades with Stilo. Thank you so very much. I'm really excited to have these games. Maybe he'll put what I traded with him up in one of his videos. We'll see. But this is what I got from him. I got Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. Very excited to have that. And I got the game Pilot Wings 64, so I'm able to complete the box and manual that I had. So thank you so much, Stilo. I hope you're really enjoying the stuff that I got sent to you, and I hope we can do another one in the future. Next, I had an awesome trade with the infamous Gamer Emporium. My very first trade with him. I'm very happy with everything. I hope he's happy with the stuff he got. I got some NES games from him. First, I got Gremlins 2. Then, Wizardry. I got the game and manual for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. And finally, I got the game. This is going to be kind of a double in here, but I got Journey to Silius from him. And from Nintendo Age, I bought 3 boxes from a guy. And that was naturally the Journey to Silius, Top Gun, the second mission, and NES Open. We'll revisit these once it comes time for their various sections because they're complete. So yes, very happy with those. Thank you so much. And finally, I had a trade, once again, my second trade with RetroRewinder, and he sent me some boxes. And there are a couple I have yet to grab the games for, but I will complete these as soon as possible. So those two are The Adventures of Rad Gravity, which has the manual, and Super Spike V-Ball, which has the manual. Very excited about those. Then I picked up the game, so I completed this, Breakthrough. I had the game. He sent the box and manual for RoboCop. He sent the box. I still need to get the manual for this, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now that is boxed. And I picked up the game for this, and he sent the box and manual for Home Alone 2. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate all those. I hope you're enjoying the stuff I sent you. All 3 amazing people to trade with. I know everybody already knows that. I'm just repeating it once again, but all really great guys. I really appreciate those trades. Thank you so very much. Alright, let's do some garage sales. Had a little bit of stuff from garage sales, not too much. This first couple things I got were some Game Boy games, and like a little lot. I didn't end up buying the Game Boy from the guy because I already have one. Don't really need too many old school Game Boys laying around, but I did not have the box. So I got the box for the Super Mario Land 2 version, or the version that came with Super Mario Land 2 of the Game Boy. So that's kind of cool for my nerd shelf. And he had, what is this, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. So I got just the cart for that. And then he had the cart, box, and manual for Donkey Kong Land. So I was really happy to get those. He had a really sad story. These used to belong to somebody who he cared for quite a lot, and he lost. He was happy to see them off to a good home. I'm really happy to have them. They're going to stay with me, you know, for as long as I have them. So yes, that was a really cool find. I had some other stuff. I had some Pokemon games which I had shown. I had a bunch of 360 racing games that I had found from a guy. I got them for a nice price. I'm not much into racing games, so I decided to go ahead and turn those around. I traded them into GameStop, and I actually had enough stuff to where I have the Dark Souls 2, which is coming out, the game that I'm the most excited about. I haven't really talked about my Dark Souls stuff. I'm way into Dark Souls. Hope some of you guys are too. Dark Souls 2 is coming out next March, and I have a copy of that will be waiting for me thanks to some of those finds that I got at garage sales for some racing games, which I really wasn't into for the 360. So those are garage sale finds. I found out that I actually work with a dude that collects Nintendo games. I had no idea. It got brought up through a coworker. I had asked her, she has kids that are grown up, and I said, hey, do you guys still have any Nintendo stuff laying around? She said she thinks she does, she's still looking, but it got passed along to this other guy, and so yeah, we were talking about that, and he brought in some stuff, and we did a small trade, and he actually gave me some really, really nice stuff. I traded with him, what was it, Fester's Quest with the manual, and what is it, the Dragon Scroll or something like that. It's a kind of a basic game. I can't think of it. I never played it when I was younger, but I had 2 copies of it and an extra manual. So I traded him those 2, and he gave me the gray cart, Legend of Zelda, which is cool because I only have the gold cart, and he gave me the infamous Superman for the N64. So I was really happy to get those, add those to my collection. But he also gave me an entire Sega Genesis Series 2 system with 2 controllers, all the hookups and everything, along with Mortal Kombat loose and Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition loose. So that was really cool. I found out that I knew he was a really cool guy anyways, but I found out that I work with another game collector, so that's always fun to learn. What else? Let's do some eBay. I've got a bunch of stuff from eBay lately. Those Pokemon games that I found, I'm not a Pokemon player, so I actually kind of flip those. I know some people are like, no, you shouldn't flip, you should just collect, but I'm really going for Nintendo games, so if I can turn some of those into some games that I really want, I'm going to do that. So, I picked up River City Ransom, and I found a really, really cheap copy of the instruction manual. It's not in very good shape, but I'm just happy to have the manual. It's all the nostalgia that comes from having those kind of things that I really like, and I'm not going for perfection with my collection, but I'm happy to have that, so I picked up that. I got this cool little lot from eBay. Mock Rider. WrestleMania. This is a game, it gets a lot of crap, but I actually liked it when I was a kid. I remember having a lot of fun with this one. Joust. Wheel of Fortune, the Junior Edition. Sky Shark, and finally the biggie was A Nightmare on Elm Street. I got that whole lot for, I think it was about $25 shipped, which was pretty good because Nightmare on Elm Street's worth around 18 or 20, something like that on its own, so I got some more comments to add to my collection. I'm happy about that. Okay, some more eBay stuff. I used to like this when I was a kid. A lot of people give it a lot of flack, but I picked up Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, complete in the box with everything. I know it's a really simple and cheesed out version of Final Fantasy, but I still really liked it, and I add this now to have all 3 Final Fantasy Super Nintendo games boxed and complete. A couple more eBay things. Like I said, I kind of picked up a lot of eBay stuff. Complete in box Total Recall, WWF WrestleMania Challenge, which I never played when I was a kid, and Operation Wolf. Add all those to my collection. Let's see. I got a bunch of Nintendo games and a Sega CD game from yet another eBay auction. I found a seller that had just amazing prices, and his shipping rates were just unreal. You buy the first game, everything else ships free. So I was really happy with that. I didn't want to take too much advantage of it, but I wanted to add some good stuff. So I think all this stuff was less than $20 the way it worked out shipped, which is just unreal. I got this game called Double Switch for the Sega CD. I don't have a huge Sega CD collection, but I pick them up when I can. This one looked interesting. This actually has Corey Haim, who I used to think was really cool because I used to like Silver Bullet when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite movies. It used to scare the shit out of me, but I really thought it was a good movie. So I always think of that movie when I think of him, and I found out he was in this. I just think that's really funny. Then a bunch of common Nintendo games, some a little bit more uncommon. Sesame Street, ABC, Let Her Go Around, and Ernie's Big Splash, excuse me. Alpha Mission. You can see I haven't cleaned these up yet. Super Pitfall. This is from something else. Urban Champion. I don't even have the power pad, but this was like 50 cents or something, so I added it. Dance Aerobics. Looks very, very late 80s, early 90s. Very, very funny. Pinball. The Awesome Pinball. Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing, and finally Bondi Golf Challenge Pebble Beach. So I picked all those up for a really good price, added those to my collection. Let's see. Okay, I have one more eBay purchase. This one was kind of a biggie for me. This one I splurged. I paid pretty much full price for this, but it's just going to keep going up, and I'm glad to have it. This is actually the crown jewel of my NES collection right now, so I'm really geeked to have this. I got two other games from the same seller at the same time. They went for very little in the auction, so I ended up winning these. Videomation. It says, not a game, a drawing and animation system. So take that, Pixar. Here we go. Alright, Mickey's Safari in Letterland. Got this for, well under half what it's worth, so that's kind of cool. Haven't tried it, but so be it. And this one I still have in bubble wrap, just in case one of my cats decided to come by and get sick for no reason. This one I just wanted to make sure nothing happened to it whatsoever. So this is, like I said, I have kind of a fledgling NES collection. I'm just kind of getting it really started, really going, trying to turn other things into my NES addiction right now. So this is the crown jewel of my collection so far. Most people, this is no big deal, but to me it is. So I was happy. I picked up DuckTales 2. So now this is part of my collection, and I will continue to see if I can find more and more rare games as I go. Hopefully I'll find them in the wild and not be paying pretty much retail price, but I've been trading stuff in, doing a couple other things, and now I have that. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, next I have some retro store finds. Once again, trading in stuff like my old Xbox games. I've actually decided to kind of stop focusing on N64. Not huge into the 64. I never had one growing up, so there's no nostalgic value to it for me whatsoever. So I've been collecting them, but I've decided to kind of see them off. So I'm trading them off for some things. I'm selling them off. I'm doing some things like that. This one has nothing to do with what I just said. I actually bought this flat out from a store that I went to. It was like $6. It's about what it's worth, but I was happy to have it. The Little Mermaid. So now I can add that to my collection. These I got all in trades from PlayStation 2 that I picked up, and a bunch of extra controllers. There's a game store that I go to that takes all that stuff. I know what it's worth to them right off the bat. I got $45 in trade for, like I said, a PS2 and a handful of controllers, so I was happy. I'd really need to clean this one up, but add this to the collection finally. Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. Thanks to Derek Malone for writing his name as about as big as he could on the back of it. And I also got some more of Derek's games. We'll see him right here. Cybernoid, which belonged to D. Malone. Mickey Mousecapade, which belonged to D. Malone. The Clash at Demon Head, which did not, or maybe he didn't write his name on it. Gunsmoke. And Star Soldier. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but happy to have that. For these games here that I have, oh, my cat's going to come in and decide to talk. Hi, bud. Alright, for all these games I got at a retro store by trading in some 64 games, like I said. One of them was actually my copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. They were really excited to have that. They knew that they had a clientele that would come in and buy it up, and they said it'll be gone by the end of the day tomorrow. So I traded in some 64 stuff, including that, and got a bunch of really, really good games that I'm excited about. Building up the Nintendo collection. We got Balloon Fight. Save the last few to the end. Arkista's Ring, which I did not ever play or know anything about when I was a kid. Donkey Kong Classics. They also have this new policy where they throw in sleeves anytime you buy a game, which I didn't know about before. They never used to do that. So now I got sleeves for all these. Mission Impossible, and it had the manual. Jeopardy 25th Edition had the manual. Anticipation. 10-Yard Fight. Finally added Bubble Bobble. Dracula. Deadly Towers. And The Legend of Kage. Got all of those. And these were the two biggies that I was really excited to have. I got these pretty much straight up for actually this and these two. Dracula World Champ, and finally Adventure Island 3. Those 3 games I got pretty much straight up for the trade-in value for Conker's Bad Fur Day. So I was really excited to have those. Got a bunch of really good Nintendo games from those guys at my local store. I think I'm actually going to cut here, and I will come back in. I will let you know what I got for my more recent pickups. That was all stuff prior to last week. So I had a couple big Craigslist scores that I'll show you, and one of my biggest finds that I've ever had as far as value to what I paid. So thank you so much for watching this. Please like and subscribe. I like reading out the comments. If you have constructive criticism, please leave it. I would like to know, I know that I don't have the best quality. I know I'm not the most charismatic person that does these things. You see gongs in the background and just a bunch of stuff that people are like, what the hell? But, leave constructive criticisms, and that's cool. I'm always down to see what other people think. But if you can like, if you can subscribe, if you can comment, if you have trades, if you have interest in any of the stuff I have, let me know. It's really cool. I'm getting involved in this community. I'm really, really enjoying it. So thank you, everybody. See you on the next video.